This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Hello and welcome to the Love Talk Show. What is intelligent love? That is a question that recently has baffled many people, couples and singles. Because usually when we talk about love, people connect love to the heart rather than the mind. But that's exactly what we don't teach. we don't advocate. We advocate intelligent love.
And we talk so much about intelligent love here. Every episode of this show, we're talking about intelligent love. You have to learn to love intelligently. But we never really dedicated a whole show just to show you and teach you what intelligent love actually means on a day-to-day life of couples and singles.
Yes.
So that's what we'll be doing here today.
And because we know people are not so used to this kind of thing, you know. Most people, when they come to us, they come with so many questions about love life in general, relationships in general. And, you know, when we tell them that love starts in the mind, they look at us and, okay, right, so tell me more about it. So that's why we're dedicating this whole show to, you know, make it clear to people what intelligent love is all about, right? So in order to find out more whether people are, you know, loving intelligently or emotionally, went to the streets and we interviewed them, men and women alike, to find out what their views are. Let's take a look.
Are you a couple?
No.
No romance there at all?
No.
Okay, let's see if you think in the same way anyway. What would you both describe intelligent love or learning to love intelligently as?
Ask him first.
We're going that far. Intelligent loving, I'd probably say understanding your partner, appreciating them and understanding when they need, for something simple as some time to cool down, but you know it's nothing more than just them being a little bit vexed.
I would say flexibility more, like, and accept the other one as well. Oh, yeah. What? We just had the exam.
So I think it's to do with respecting the other person's boundaries, and yeah, just being mindful of how the other person might feel about their privacy or yeah, just the time that you spend together and even when you're not together.
I think intelligent love is probably communication, like really understanding each other, giving each other enough rope to run with, and, you know, loving the bad bits as well, as terrible as they can be sometimes.
I think it's all about trust. I think you should trust yourself, trust your partner, and that's the way you get this intelligent love.
I feel intelligent love may be something where you're both on the same level, you both show respect, you're both on the same wavelength, I guess.
I have no idea, but my idea of love would just be someone that is my soulmate and that I can laugh with, I can do anything with. My partner is my best friend, so I guess you could call that intelligent love, I don't know.
You want to say anything?
It's just that.
I mean, I'm not being critical, but
Thank you
at
for
the same time, a little bit.
Thank you for the effort, but no.
Yes, they got it wrong,
Yeah.
completely wrong.
Which is comes to show that what we teach
Why
here.
we're doing this today? Why we are focusing on this subject today?
Because people don't know. That's why sometimes, or many times, they fail in their relationships because they have no idea of this concept.
Most of them, they shared what they would like in a relationship.
Yeah. What's ideal
that's okay.
in a relationship.
That's fine. But that's not intelligent love in a nutshell.
And the funny thing is that whenever we do talk about it, whenever we go anywhere to speak about intelligent love, at the end, people are always, why didn't I think of that before? It makes so much sense, and yet people don't think about it. They, like you said, they don't really associate love with the mind.
No.
They are two different things. You don't use your mind.
There's a never-ending battle between the mind and the heart, right? Mind and heart, mind and heart. So here we are trying to make people understand that in order for them to succeed in a relationship, even though they want all that they expressed right now, which is fine, the mind must be above. The mind must be above. So yes, most of them, if not all of them, got it completely wrong. Some of them were like thinking, or like one of the ladies said, I don't know, but I think.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea, but this is what I think. As I said, this is acceptable because that's what they expect from a relationship. But that's not what we want them to understand about intelligent love.
Because it's like this, you grow up thinking, although you're too young for a relationship, but you grow up thinking like this, you know, when the time comes, I will know what to do. Love comes naturally. So it just happens. You don't need to learn, you don't need to know what to do, because when you love, when you fall in love, it just comes to you. And if that were true, there would be no failed relationship. So you need to learn intelligent love.
Right. But then we interviewed another group of people.
Yes.
And we are curious to see what these people had to say about intelligent love. So then let's see what they had to say about intelligent love. Let's see if they got it right.
So what is intelligent love?
Intelligent love is about using your mind, your brain, instead of using your heart, okay? Many people, they say love begins in the heart, but I think you have to think intelligently when it comes to love or when you're dealing with your love life.
Okay, so my name is Alex.
My name is Erica.
And are you two a couple?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because then otherwise your other partner would watch this and it might get a bit awkward. Okay, so I'm going to ask you first of all, what is intelligent love?
So intelligent love is like not love that is obviously coming from emotion, but obviously love like using your mind. So like making intelligent decisions to do with the mind and not with the heart.
As the name says, like intelligent love is for you to love in an intelligent way, which means you have to think instead of just feelings, because we are used to the fact that everything in regards to love is all about feelings, but here we learn that it's about your intelligence as well. You can use your intelligence.
I would say intelligent love is using your head over emotion, that you actually think about the consequences as well to your actions.
I'm single at the moment, and what intelligent love means to me is basically being rational about the decisions you make when it comes to love life. So normally when it comes to a relationship, you know, there's a bit of that buzz, that excitement of, you know, the feeling and, you know, the connection.
There you go. There you have it.
You see the difference?
Big difference. You see that all their answers, in spite of some of them being longer than the others, had the same thing common, the same structure. Learning to love intelligently, making decisions based on your reasons rather than your emotions, approaching love life, approaching relationships, you know, with a different mindset, which they've learned through the seminars.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
So,
this last group of people, what they all have in common is that they have learned intelligent love.
It wasn't just the background, the place where they were.
Yeah.
It's what they've been receiving. And this is something we had to learn ourselves. Yeah. When we came together, we didn't know much about intelligent love. As a matter of fact, I didn't know anything about intelligent love. I came to learn later on. So, and obviously, learning to love intelligently helped us overcome lots of obstacles and issues throughout these 15 years we've been together. We dated for about 2 years. We got talking and dating and engaging around 2 to 2.5 years, but being married for 15 years. And intelligent love has helped us a lot to deal with lots of issues. Because when you learn to love intelligently, you learn to be patient, you learn to understand. The most important thing, you think. Because too many people, when they deal with love life, they don't think. They are very impulsive. They go by the impulses of their heart, and then they say things they are not meant to say. They do things they're not meant to do. They later on regret what they've said, what they've done.
It's that old saying, follow your heart. People, when it comes to love, that's what they do. They follow what comes naturally. What do you feel like doing? What don't you feel like doing? That's what they follow. When we fell in love, I didn't know anything about love, period, let alone intelligent love. And because we didn't know, although we had the best intentions, like most couples, to make each other happy, to make this relationship successful, we failed. And that's why we had many problems. So people, when they come to us, they think, oh, we have everything figured out, we always have. And that's not true, because in the beginning, we had quite a few problems in our relationship. I remember that when we were dating, I loved you so much. I thought that we'll never have problems. Between us, there will never be problems. Whatever problems we will have will be exterior problems, external problems, and we shall conquer them together, our love.
That's usually how people think. Couples think like that, men and women. No, they're in love, the whole relationship, is enjoyable. They are looking forward to the wedding, they're looking forward to the honeymoon, doing things together, and etc. What we don't lack in this world is how can I put it? The influence of listen to your heart. That idea. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart, as you put it very well. So we have that a lot. We get that a lot from songs, from movies, from soap operas, from books, from people. We are bombarded with that all the time. And people don't really get ready or prepare themselves for a relationship, for a long-term relationship. And in order for you to be prepared for a long-term relationship, you need to think, you need to reason, you need to plan. There are feelings, emotions are there, they're real. It doesn't mean we don't feel anything, we didn't feel anything in the beginning of our relationship. And it's still here. However, we've learned to put this above this. And we did something very interesting to bring this message across to you, to help you understand what intelligent love is all about. Why you should put your mind over your heart when making decisions about love life, okay? We're gonna go for a quick break. When we come back, we watch this very interesting scenario that we put it together to help you understand that. Stay with us.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Hello, our YouTube viewers. We are the presenters of the Love Talk Show.
I am Rafa.
And you know who I am, Luke. And we are here to encourage you to share this channel with your friends, your family members. Invite them to watch our shows, because our desire is to help couples and singles do better in their relationships or future relationships. So subscribe to this channel, share on your Facebook page, share the link with everyone you know, so that they can learn intelligent love.
Also, leave us our comments and your questions.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
And it's Dear Love Talk time in which we help couples and singles, answer some questions, clear some doubts, learn intelligent love. Even when we are answering questions, we take that opportunity to teach people intelligent love. It's an opportunity to tell them how to go about love in a more intelligent way.
Because sometimes they're going through something that is very specific and we're not talking about it in the topic, so it's always good to bring the questions that we usually answer by email here to the show so other people can also receive the answer.
Yes, that's right. So this is the question that we're going to be answering today. Dear Love Talk, is getting back with an ex a bad thing? Well, it all depends on the circumstances, on the situation. The most important thing is to apply intelligent love as we are teaching people here today. What are the reasons to go back? Okay? Why did you break up? Why did you separate? There's so many things that you have to take in consideration. We don't have it in the question. We just presume what might have happened, right? But if you see a change in that person, if you see a genuine change, a genuine, complete change in that person, and in order for you to see that, you have to see with this, not with this. Because if you follow your heart, it's maybe because you are alone, you're feeling lonely, you need a companion, or you're just missing few things about that person, and you are ignoring what happened. Maybe you're saying, "Oh, it happened in the past. You know what? I'm feeling so lonely. I still love him, love her," or "I think we just need to get back together." And you are ignoring certain things you're not supposed to. So maybe that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. Getting back together in itself is not a bad thing, like you said, depending. I think the most important question to ask is, why did we break up? And has there been a change? Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're expecting the change on the other person when you also need to change. Have you changed? And many people, they get back together after a separation because one or both promised, "No, I'm gonna change. Mm-hmm. I promise I'm gonna change. I'm really sorry for what I did." But all they have is promises. Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen again. Changes happen with time. You need to see that those changes really happened in both of you. But just going with promises, it's no guarantee that it's going to work this time.
Yeah, whether it's a bad thing or not, it's up to you to judge that, to see, to analyze all these things. If you're analyzing the whole situation from an intelligent perspective, you'll be able to see whether it's good or not. The fact that it's an ex, it's not a problem. You guys may work things out this time and the relationship will be restored. Nevertheless, as we said here, you have to see, remember why you're no longer together, what happened that caused you to split up, and why you should get back together. So analyze that carefully. Don't rush. The heart makes you rush. The heart leads you to ignore certain facts. Facts are analyzed with the brain, with the mind. The heart doesn't analyze the facts. The heart does not help you see the future, what could happen if we go back, if we get back together and that happens again. No, the heart doesn't let you think that way. The heart leads you to ignore all this and just get back together. So analyze with your mind, apply intelligent love, see if it's worth it getting back together. If it is, move on. If not, stay where you are and maybe give more time or just move on with your life. Okay? questions@lovetalkshow.tv. That's our email. questions@lovetalkshow.tv. Write to us. We'll be more than glad to answer your questions. Welcome back to the Love Talk Show, and before the break we shared a little bit with you guys intelligent love, what intelligent love is all about. And we put together a scenario. Mm-hmm. We have this couple, they're actually a couple.
Real life couple.
They're actually married, Julius and Michelle, and they're acting up this, this situation between a couple. In this scenario, they are not married, they are engaged.
Yes.
Okay? So let's see what happens in this scenario. Let's take a look.
Hey, babe. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good. I can't believe we're getting married.
Neither
this
can
is so
I.
surreal. Hold on. Oh, it's Joan. Give me a second. Hey, Joan. Hey, yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Can't believe he proposed to me after 8 months. This is like a dream come true. Yeah, I know.
Babe, just to tell you,
Hold
the
on.
piece is going to be in about 15 minutes. I'm going to get some drinks, okay?
Okay, babe, that's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what dress I want yet, and I'm trying to figure out all of the details still, but yeah, of course. What do you mean by that? I trust him. I know everything about him. That's such an odd thing to ask me. Yeah, anyway, I have a pic. Well, actually, I think I have a picture. Give me a second. Oh, wait, I don't have one. I think he might have one of the proposal, though. Let me just see if... Oh, I found his phone. Hold on. Let me just put in the password. What's the password? Jay, what's your password? Yeah, I can't seem to get into his phone. I just wanted to send you a
Babe, what's
picture
going
so that
on?
you can see.
What are you doing?
Babe, what's your password?
What do you mean, what's my password?
I need to send Joan a picture. I just need the password. Joan, hold on. I'll call you back, okay? I just want to send Joan a picture. What's the password?
Yeah, no problem. I'll do it. I'll type in.
What do you mean? Why can't I have the password?
Because it's private.
What do you mean it's private? That we're about to get married. It can't be private between us. I mean, look. That's mine. There's no problem in seeing it, so why won't you let me see yours?
Because I want to keep it to myself. I don't want to tell you what it is.
Is this how it's going to be when we're married? You're going to be keeping things from me?
This is exactly how it's going to be, and you're going to have to respect that.
Well, that's pretty common nowadays.
I think so.
Pretty common. Not only with cell phones, bank accounts, any social media account that either their husband or their wife has, sometimes they don't like to disclose the password, and it's not very good. The outcome of that, usually when we counsel couples, it's not very pretty at all.
Yeah, it's very common, but what would you do in this situation? If it was you in Michelle's place, what would be your reaction? What would you... He says, that's how it's going to be, and you have to respect that.
Bearing in mind that they're just engaged,
Yeah.
They're not even married yet.
So we asked people in our social media and we got lots of response. I'm going to read at least one now. Naomi says, there is no privacy in marriage. If the person acts defensive, then clearly they have something to hide. Therefore, I would call it a day in that relationship, as there needs to be transparency and trust. I would find it very hard to trust this person in this case. Mm-hmm. She makes a point.
Yes, indeed. Yes, what is the secret? What is he trying to hide there, right? What is he trying to do? She's very open about her, not only her phone, but apparently her life. And he's having what, secrets? Why doesn't he want her to see what is in his phone? So as you said, it's pretty common nowadays. We have that a lot. And we don't have any secrets in between us. Just, so people can understand where we're coming from, it's pretty much in the open, right?
Yes, and we also went to the street to ask what would people do if they were in Michelle's place.
And we played this scenario to people and we asked their opinion. Let's take a look.
I would make him give it to me, so he wouldn't leave the room until he gave me his password. I mean, I trust my partner implicitly, so he would give it to me, but if he didn't or he was like a bit wary about it, then I would ask why and hopefully get an answer.
So you think couples should share everything, passwords, everything?
No, not necessarily, like we don't know each other's, but I don't think wouldn't have any reason not to give him mine. So yeah, I think things like that you should be able to share if you have like 100% trust.
When you're living with somebody, you should have no secrets. Even the thing of password, it shouldn't be in place, because I think when someone puts a password in place to prevent his partner to access his phone or the information on his phone is hiding something. Okay, but in this scenario, I'll let it go and wait for another opportunity to speak about the issue, probably in a more friendly manner, I'd say.
It's tricky because I like my privacy, but then again, if you've got nothing to hide, why would you not give them your password? So I think in that particular scenario, I would question why he wasn't giving me the password to the phone, and then question his behaviour. But it depends on the scenario, because if he's sort of had that behaviour whilst you've been dating, then you should have already questioned it before then.
And would it be a deal breaker for you if he was like, that's it, I'm not going to give you it at all?
Not a deal breaker, no. I think anything can be sort of ironed out with talking, but no, not a deal breaker.
I think I would talk to him first and I would be like, why can you not show the password? It's just a password. If you don't have anything to hide, what is the problem? And then try to investigate, because it's really awkward not to show your password.
So would that be a deal breaker for you? Would that be something which could destroy the relationship if you didn't know his password? Or can you kind of understand that some people might want their privacy?
I don't think I would break the relationship, but I would check the reason why first, and then if it carries on, I would break the relationship, because there is no relationship without trust.
I wouldn't be bothered because I'm a great stalker as well. So I would find out anyway.
But do you think it would give you suspicions in your mind?
Actually, no. No, I think just some people are like that, that's it. Some people, they just really like to old stuff, and it's not about trust issue. No, I don't think it's, no.
Well, I would ask why. I don't know the password. I wouldn't just go through his phone anyway. I think small things like that, if you don't trust the other person for no reason, then you can lose the bigger ones, the bigger problems.
If you give your password to him, if you want...
I would be like, yeah, for sure. If you want to see, there's no secrets between him and me. If it's a relationship, and yeah, I'm not engaged, by the way, but yeah, but yeah, I would be like, yeah, go for my phone, my emails, whatever. I don't have secrets.
I totally disagree, to be honest. I think in any relationship you have to have trust, and without that, you don't have a relationship. So if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat, irrespective of how you treat them or how happy you make them. If someone's going to do it, they're going to do it. Privacy is a big thing. So I think if someone was to go down anyone's phone, and personally for me, I think you should end it anyway, because if they don't trust you, then you don't have a relationship. It's a foundation of every good, strong future with someone. So
you think it's fine to kind of keep passwords from each other in a relationship?
Yeah, it's my phone, not them. I don't. It's my personal thing. If you want to get a family phone and use it just for contacts or for pictures, then fantastic. But I pay my bill. I paid for the phone. No one else has. So as far as I'm concerned, that's my information, and for me only. As I said, relationships are all that should be built on friendship and trust. And if you don't have any of that, then you have to question whether you have a relationship.
So it's interesting that he introduced a third cell phone, right? So one for the wife, the woman, one for the man, and one for the family. So use this one here.
That one you can have access to. Yeah.
It's a community cell phone, right? Family cell phone.
Some comments here from our social media. Moses says, oh no, he didn't. Peace says, boy, bye. And then one says, Rebecca says, I would be really petty and put a password on my phone too. Make him see how it feels.
Wow. So it's getting harder, right? The topic. So we have more to share with you on that, but we're gonna go for a break right now. And after the break, we're gonna have a second scenario with inverted roles. Okay, let's see how the man would react if the woman was to be the one to deny her password to her cell phone. Okay, stay with us.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Do you know what intelligent love is? But you can find out on our site. It's lovetalkshow.tv. Many people, they struggle in love, in their relationships, they keep losing their hearts, their feelings, and everything always goes to waste. So if you want to learn to love intelligently, that's the place you should visit. lovetalkshow.tv. We also have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, Love Talk Show. So visit us.
I just agree with everything she said.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Welcome back to the Love Talk Show, and today's topic is what is intelligent love? How should we go about love in a more intelligent way? And in the previous segment, we played a scenario where refresh my mind, the man
denied
his password. See how my memory is very short. There you have it. The man denies his password, the password to his cell phone, to his wife.
To his fiancé.
Because they're not married yet. They're married in real life, but not in the scenario. That's why it's a bit confusing. So now we're gonna see how he would react if she was the one to deny her password. That we're inverting the roles right now. And Julius will be denied Michelle's password. And it's very interesting the way he reacts to that. And then after that, we're gonna see people's opinion, what people find about that. Let's take a look.
Hey babe, how are you?
Hey babe, how are you? I'm good.
I see you. Can't believe we're getting married.
I know, me neither. I'm so excited.
Wait 1 minute. What's going on, Oliver? You good?
I'll go and get the drinks, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Can't believe I proposed and all of that. Yeah, me getting down on one knee. Yeah, man, trust. Yeah, of course I trust her. Yeah, man, I love her, man. That's why I proposed in the first place. What, do you want a picture? Yeah, hold on, let me see if I have one. No, Ollie, I don't have one. Let me see. Let me check her phone. She might have one. 1 minute. Michelle, what's your password? 1 minute.
What? What are you doing?
I just wanted to show Ollie the picture of me proposing to you.
I can show him. I'll send the picture. What are you trying to do?
Why are you being so secretive? Why can't you just show
about
the password?
what? I'll keep my password. You keep your password. It's fine. You don't need my password. I can get the picture for you.
Look. There you go. I can show you mine.
It's my privacy, okay? It's my privacy. There's some things that we can keep private between us. I don't want to give you my password.
So is this how it's going to be when we're married? You're going to keep stuff away from me?
Yes, that is how it's going to be when we're married. You don't need my password.
In this scenario, I wouldn't be angry if she didn't give me the passcode because I feel like she has a right to have her own password, but at the same time, there is a level of trust where maybe you would need the passcode, but I feel like either option, whether she gave it or not, I feel would be good.
So do you think it wouldn't be a deal breaker? You'd stay with her even if she didn't?
Yeah.
First thing I'd want to know is what is it that she's hiding? Why she can't give me the password? Because in my head I'd be thinking, you know what? If it is that she's not comfortable enough to give me the password to her phone, there must be something that she's hiding. So I'll try to investigate what is it that she's hiding? What is it that she doesn't want me to see in the first place?
And would that be a deal breaker for you as well? If she was really determined, I'm not going to give you this password, what would you do?
That'll be a straight deal breaker for me. I'll be like, you know what? What is this? If it is that I'm gonna be in a relationship with you and you're hiding simple things like a little password, what about other things? It might be even bigger things that she'll do later on, do you understand? So for me, that would be a sign straight away to say, you know what? Something's not right.
I certainly wouldn't have picked up the phone. I think the phone is gateway into someone's life these days. So yeah, just respecting that boundary.
Even if it was your fiance and you were engaged, you think you'd still be okay with her not giving the password?
Yeah, I mean, if that was her choice, then sure, I'd respect it. Yeah.
And would you give your password to somebody if you were engaged to them?
Sure. I mean, I've got nothing to hide, so yeah.
You see, it's tough both ways.
Yeah, when the roles are reversed, you see that you feel in the skin.
Yeah. We understand that in the beginning of the relationship, I don't know, maybe you start dating.
You're not going to give your password.
You're not going to get into too much into that. But here in this case, they are already engaged. They're about to get married. So that means it's a different stage, you know, a more serious stage. That means they've already passed that phase where they're just getting to know each other, going out and dating, to being engaged, meaning we are planning to get married and spend the rest of our lives together. So now there are secrets between us. So that's tough to swallow.
Yeah, we have here some comments from the social media. Tracy says, I would delay any plans of marriage until we are both on the same page, whatever the outcome. If someone wants to be so private in a relationship, then it shows that there is some insincerity there. Hashtag don't ignore the red flags. Mm-hmm. And then we have Dummy who said, nah, plates would have gone flying. But seriously, once two become one, we forfeit the right to keep things hidden, apart from anniversary and birthday surprises.
That's an answer from a man or from a woman?
From a man.
From a man. So he's saying that plates would be full. Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
This is one of the many situations.
And by the way, we're using the idea of the situation of the cell phone because it's something common, but it could be any other scenario, any other situation, not only the cell phone, where one feels like he's being or she's being put away or pushed away. Mm-hmm. No, you're part of my life up to this point here. From this point onwards, hold on a second, you need my permission. You know, it's a bit strange to live that way.
It's that kind of thing where it's a situation that is very common, but where intelligent love needs to be applied because people get it wrong one way or another. So some will have plates flying everywhere. The other would demand the password. The other, like some people said in the streets, no, it's fine, you know, I understand. I wouldn't push it.
I understand why people would say that. Oh, it's fine, I understand, I'm not gonna push it. You have yours, I have mine. Sometimes it seems like people say certain things just to keep up the appearances or just to come across as being nice. When we know, in fact, that once you're together with that person, once you have exchanged vows, once you have made the decision to stay with that person, be with that person for the rest of your life, when you start coming across this kind of secrets, you're not gonna deal with it that way anymore. It's okay for you to keep your secrets, you know, as long as we are together, I love you, I respect you. It doesn't work that way.
It's because people, again, they love with their feelings, with their heart. So right now, I'm in love with this person. I want to keep this person. And then, like they said, relationships are about respect. So respect the privacy, I guess. Trust, which is fine.
That's the understanding you have on how you should go about it.
Because their heart worries about now.
Yeah.
Right now, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Feelings are very volatile.
Yeah,
they
because
change.
If I don't, I might lose this person. I might give the wrong message. But intelligent love thinks ahead. Now you accept it. Once you're married, and then your husband is having conversations on the phone.
Or your wife.
Or your wife. But you can never see it. You can never see his or her phone. Will you think the same way? Will you still think, no, it's fine. It's his privacy. I don't know who is he talking to, what he's up to. But, you know, that's what I agreed with. You see, intelligent love thinks now and later. Mm-hmm. Whereas the love that comes from the heart, you want to ensure that something that you have that is good now remains good, whatever the cost.
And we can even go back to a few shows ago when we spoke about the signs. You know, from time to time we talk about it. Signs that are ignored by either the man or the woman in the beginning of the relationship. So if that's a sign right in the beginning of the relationship, where one of the two are hiding things, so you have to confront that.
Exactly, and that's why it's so important for people to learn how to use intelligent love instead of the love that's in your heart. And that's why we prepared a video with some feedback from people who are learning about intelligent love. Let's take a look at that, and after that we'll go for a break.
What I'm learning from the meetings coming from the love therapy is that you need to put that aside at first and make like more important decisions first. So for example, when I'm getting to know the person, whether or not if we have the same goals in the future, if we have the same values, if we're looking to have kids or not have kids, you know, career goals as well. So that's what I'm learning, obviously, you know, about, you know, if we want to live in the same country and things like that.
I would say intelligent love has helped me because I've learned things about myself that I didn't know, or things about myself that have shown me as a man what I can improve on for the future for when I do meet the right person. And I think you can see love therapy as a kind of mirror. So it kind of mirrors yourself with the message. You can see what you need to improve on and what you need to change as a man or as a girl.
I had my own, you know, ideas before how love life should be. So I'm learning first that I need to, first of all, love myself, value myself first, have that inner confidence within myself first, and then afterwards, once I have those kind of things for myself, I'll be able to give, because what's the point of jumping into a relationship if you have nothing to give? So I'm learning about loving myself first so that when the time comes, when I meet that, you know, other half, I would have something to give them.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Hello everyone, we are here to invite you to our Love Talk seminars every Thursday at 8 p.m. on the address that you can see here at the bottom of your screen. You can also find more details on our website, lovetalkshow.tv. You find events throughout the year. They are all free, where you're going to learn a lot about relationships. You know, singles and couples are invited. Our desire is to share with you a little bit of what we've been through, and also, you know, help you with prayers, with advice, with counseling, down-to-earth teachings in which will help you become a better man, a better woman, a better husband, a better wife, and see, you know, better results of your investment when it comes to relationships. Okay, every Thursday, 8 p.m., Love Talk Live on this address here that you see at the bottom of your screen.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Welcome back to the Love Talk Show, and today we are talking about intelligent love. What is intelligent love? In the previous segment, we saw how intelligent love has been helping singles, right? And we can see that that's the way to go. Yes. It's pretty straightforward. It's just that people haven't heard this before. And it's not something you learn, you know, in one go. It's something you practice little by little. This is what we've been practicing for the past 15 years that we've been married. Intelligent love, learning to approach any issues between us, anything that comes up in a more intelligent way. You know, I have feelings, we all have feelings. Feelings are real, emotions are real. They will always be there. But I just need to know that if I just follow the impulses of my heart, I'm gonna hurt myself, and I'm gonna hurt also my partner, the person who's next to me.
It's especially when emotions are high that you need to use intelligent love.
Because there are not only good emotions, there are bad emotions. Mm-hmm. There are bad emotions. So if I don't learn to control them, good emotions are fine, no problem. Even the good ones, sometimes we have to, you know, keep an eye open. But when you experience the bad emotions, you may do things, you may say things that you regret later on.
How many people, when they talk to us, it's exactly what they say. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Or I should have done that.
Because at that moment, they acted based on a emotional love.
And they only realize that later when their head is cooler, so they start using their heads. But sometimes that's too late.
Yeah, once again, we are not here saying that you have to rid yourself from all emotions. That's
impossible.
Right? They're important. They have to be there. What we're saying here is that you should switch, okay? Not from down up, but from up down, right? So that's how you should deal with love. Let your mind control your heart. I think I'm saying too much. I'm giving too much away. You want to say something else?
I want to read some more comments because we received, of course, we can't read all of them, but we received quite a bit. Vanessa says, unless my birthday, she's talking about the scenario that we played before with Julius and Michelle. She says, unless my birthday was coming up and he had a surprise for me and he didn't want me to go through his phone, then maybe...
She really thought that through, isn't it?
She's finding a reason why he would do that.
Why?
Then maybe I will let it slide. But it's not my birthday and he doesn't want to give me his password, then we have a problem. And we will need to have a conversation about trust and openness in the relationship, as that's unacceptable in a marriage. Let me see here. Someone else says, Damilola says, maybe she could have approached it differently, perhaps by mentioning in a conversation, would he mind her having his password? Rather than just putting him on the spot while she's on the phone to a friend. Maybe his reply would have been different if she approached it different. But if I was in this situation where he reacted like he did, I would speak to him, and if no change, then goodbye. Because that's something so small, so imagine the big things. It's that thing of privacy in the scenario, and that's, I think, what people say when they come to this situation. It's my privacy. It's my phone, it's my things. I don't need to share that with you. There must be respect here because it's my privacy. When you're single, you have your private things.
Exactly.
Everything is yours. You don't need to share that with anybody. Whatever you do is up to you. You start dating. You still have your privacy. You're not as private anymore because in order for you to have a relationship, you need to start sharing. Sharing your thoughts, sharing your feelings. It's a process. It's a natural process.
You don't necessarily need to share your password.
Yeah.
Imagine we are dating and maybe it's the second or third time we're going out.
Third date.
By the way, here's my phone.
Or it's like, let me see your phone.
Oh, let me see your phone. Here's, you don't need that right there.
So in a relationship, slowly you start trusting the other person with information about yourself, with your thoughts. It's a very natural process in a healthy relationship, right? When you follow the order of things. Now, there comes to a point when you decide, do I want this relationship to go forward? Is this the person that I want to be with? Is it not? When you make that decision, which was the case of the scenario, is that time that you have to understand privacy, it starts diminishing, it's gone.
Now, on another note, some people say, no, it's okay, I understand, I'm cool with that. Fair enough. As I said, some people may say that when they are dating, when they're getting to know the other person, because they don't want any friction between the two of them. However, when it's a serious relationship and they are already together, maybe they even have children. Let's say sometimes this happens a lot with men. They like to, not every man, I'm not generalizing, please, but it happens, we see this happening because we deal with that. This is our work. The man doesn't want the wife to see, doesn't want the wife to have access to, I don't know, a laptop or a tablet or a cell phone. And, this is it, period. Now, if she decides to do that to him, hell breaks loose. So it's fine for him to do that because he's the man of the house. He puffs up his chest and I'm the leader. Not the leader. He's not being a leader at all. He's being a tyrant or, the boss. But if that happens to him, he doesn't accept it. He doesn't like it. So it goes to show that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's even hard for me to speak about it because I can't see a relationship working. if I'm to start having secrets here, or it's not gonna work. It's not gonna. The thought of it already makes me shiver.
It bugs right?
It's it's something that I can't fathom, because I have understood that, and I believe many of our viewers, they understand that also. Some might be going through that right now. Not necessarily, as I said, with the cell phone issue. They might be going through, a different situation where, there's no longer chemistry, that they've been together for a while and the chemistry is vanishing. There are a lot of secrets, they're not being sincere, or one or the other are not being sincere to each other. So, and this is really causing a lot of, causing the relationship to deteriorate. And they don't know what to do.
You have to foresee the problems that you can have ahead. But people usually, when they accept the secrets or this so-called privacy, they think like this: with time, he's gonna trust me with it. Or after we get married, he's going to change. You think that time will make someone who has secrets, keep secrets from you now, not keep secrets in the future. Now that he wants you, in this example, to marry him, he wants to win you over, he has secrets. Once he has you, what will make him change his mind? So intelligent love makes you think ahead, not only now. You think now and what can happen in the future.
And also some people accept that just to keep the relationship. There are people who are not happy with that, either wives or husbands, they're not happy with that, but just for the sake of appearances, keeping the relationship, so I will accept that. I will, I'll put up with it. And that's, you're not being true to yourself. You are being emotional also. You're being emotional also by not confronting that, by not saying, hey, it wasn't like that before. Why are you behaving that way now? So you can't just accept that just for the sake of the relationship. I don't want to lose him or her. We have children. What will people say? I'm not happy about it. Let me just, put up with this. That's not the way to go. So intelligent love leads you to confront that and deal with that in a more intelligent way, approach the situation in a more intelligent way.
And address the issue, that's the thing.
Yes.
If you're going through that, you need to address the issue. You can't just pretend that it's not there, because otherwise you're going to have headaches.
Now, this is one situation among many others on how you should, how intelligent love is applied. In the next shows, in the future, we're going to have other scenarios here, other situations. You're going to know more, you're going to get to know a lot Julius and Michelle when they act here, different scenarios. But today was just a particular case that we wanted to share with you to show you how intelligent love is applied. Okay? If you missed any of today's segments or any previous shows, go to our YouTube channel, Love Talk Show, our Facebook page. We have also an Instagram account. Follow us, Love Talk Show, and you can catch up with any shows you missed or even any segments of today's show, right? If you want to write to us, you can write to questions@lovetalkshow.tv and you answer any questions about love life, relationships, intelligent love in general, okay?
It's time to go now, but before we do, we would like to thank Julius and Michelle Joseph for helping us out. And we'd like to leave you with a video on how intelligent love is helping couples. See you next time.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Helping me basically to put my emotions on the side, to actually think forward, not to think just at the moment. Because when we get into a relationship, we have the habit of thinking of today, but when you are here, you learn to think like forward, what's going to happen 6 months, in a year time, in 3 months. Is this relationship good for me? Is he going to hurt me? So yeah.
It's actually helping me to sort of like use my mind a bit more to think about like the things that I do within a relationship, the things I do, the things that I say, because sometimes, for example, people have problems in relationship because they don't think at the moment, or like what are they saying? Is it going to obviously affect the other person? What are my actions? Is my action going to affect my partner in a positive way, in a negative way? So the fact that I'm coming to these seminars and I'm obviously learning to love and in an intelligent way is making me use my brain a bit more. It's making me think a bit more like in my relationship, like in terms of what I say and what I do.
And that's all for today's Love Talk show. Be sure to tune in next week to learn more on how to love intelligently.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.